Good morning, everybody. The second stop in the Korn Ferry Golf Tour, all in the hole. American Jared Wolff won the Great Abaco Classic. That's being played at the Bahama Golf Course on Thursday, shooting a final round 69-3 for his first tour title win. He finished with birdies on 3 of his last 4 holes to finish 4 strokes ahead of the second-place finisher.
It was so cool to finish it off, especially in style with the birdie on the last hole. It was not easy today. Knew going into it, if I just played as good, consistent golf as I could, we wouldn't have an issue. It would take something pretty special for somebody to catch it, and it turned out to be right on that. But just very thankful, very blessed, very fortunate to be in this position. It's a lot. It does mean a lot. I've been waiting a while for it, and hopefully it's a kickstart to an amazing year, and it already has been. And looking forward to, hopefully finishing off the year and being in the top 25.
Now, the Abaco Classic was held here in Nassau due to the destruction of the course on that island by Hurricane Dorian. The Great Exuma Classic also saw a first-time winner, tournament organizer Brooks Downing.
These 2 weeks have been just completely off the charts. Exuma went as well as it possibly could. Great weather, and of course our great partners with Sandals, Emerald Bay, just makes everything so easy. Then we come here, and this was like creating a brand new event in 90 days with having to pick it up and move it post-hurricane. And so we had a lot of concerns and some challenges along the way, and yet once it hit, between the staff here at Royal Blue, the staff at Bahmar, the Ministry of Tourism, it was like one big family, all on the same team, all with the same goals and objectives, and that was to deliver a first-class event to the world from right here in Nassau. And I got to think we checked every one of those boxes. The responses from the players, the caddies, the officials, all of those involved with this event were like, this is phenomenal. How can we come back here someday as well? So, that's the best compliment you can get.
The 38th Hugh Campbell basketball tournament less than a month away, and organizers have already indicated that all games, including the championship, will be held at the AF Ali Gym. Now, how does this affect the brackets and scheduling, which is yet to be released?
The bracket and the scheduling will remain the same. We've used one facility for the greater portion of the tournament. Only the last 2 days we went down, and the amount of teams would have lessened. You're talking about 4 to 8 teams. And if we accommodate 27, 28 teams for a week, I'm sure we can successfully complete the tournament with the Final 4 being here at the gym. Yes, we'll be looking at, and a lot of us will consider spacing. But the AFL organizers, along with myself, we will look at what we can do to assist and to ensure that as many people who wishes to see the games, we will make available the game to them.
The Ole Miss Running Rebels women's basketball team will be back on court this evening when they travel to Alabama for a matchup with the Auburn Tigers. The Rebels and Tigers are the only 2 teams in the SEC without a conference win, so something has to give. Ole Miss enters at 7-11, 0-5 in the conference, while Auburn is 6-10 with an identical conference mark. Head coach Bahamian Yolek McQuinn not giving up on the season just yet.
We got to keep fighting. We got to keep getting better. We got to keep laying the foundation. I'm not going to let the results of the wins and losses define this group. We've been through a lot, but we're just going to keep working at it. We feel like we're on track. I know it's tough to see for, maybe I'm a half glass full person, but hey, we went from 28 points to 44 points to 57 points, And so we're just going to keep fighting. We're going to figure out a way to sneak one, And if we don't, we're going to keep fighting. That's what this season is about for us. We're not going to be defined by the record, and whoever wants to define us by that is okay. But our group, that's not what we're focused on. We're in year 2. We're focused on doing things the right way above the line. We're focused on playing hard and competing, and I can see us doing that a little bit more every game.
Now, this coming Saturday, young tracksters will be competing at the Preston H. Aubrey Field for the 5th annual Turbulence Track Club. They get underway at 12 noon. Now, Kennard Mark is speaking to us this morning from Eleuthera.
On Saturday, we're expecting athletes from the entire island to participate. We're mostly geared towards our Carifta athletes this year so that we can be a part of this 2020 Carifta team from Eleuthera.
The Bahamas Cycling Federation also with a big week ahead. They're set to ride off with its 2020 season next weekend. All roads will lead to the north. That's in Grand Bahama for the Tour de Grand Bahama. Now it's in its 6th year. It's a 2-day, 3-discipline event.
We begin at 7 a.m. on Saturday with the time trial, which is a 3-mile time trial, where we love the Bahamas best. As told our best, we have Lauren Sawyer from Spanish Wells. He's coming down. He confirmed that today, as a matter of fact. And an hour after the time trial, we have a crit, which is an event where it's a closed 3-mile loop, whereas the cyclists will ride for an hour. They ride for an hour together or try to get away. And after that hour, then the competition really starts because you have 3 laps to go. And the winner of those 3 laps will be the winner of the crit. What we're doing this year for the first time is point-based, which means you get points for the position you come in. Before that, we weren't doing points. And so you find a cyclist will just hang in there and he can win the time trial. And because he always finishes with the group, he wins overall. But it's point-based. And on Sunday morning, beginning at 10 a.m., we've changed the route because Hurricane Dorian really damaged the roads. So we're not going from East End to West End like we do before. We have a loop within the Freeport area, beginning and ending in the front of one of our sponsors, the Grand Bahama Port Authority. So we'll be beginning there at 10 a.m. at Sunday morning, whereas the cyclist will complete 4 laps of a closed loop. It comes to 78 miles.
It's going to be a great weekend next week in Grand Bahama, and that's going to do it for sports. How long will this weather last? Well, the man who tells you all about the weather, Basil Dean, is coming up next with the warm-hearted LaDon, did I say that right, Davis?